And the next step, once you get to this and you read, and hopefully you watch the videos and do the problems we do in class, I'm hoping you will have questions about that. Maybe we should start with an example. Let's start with an example of anti-differentiation. I think it's a good idea to refresh our memory. So let's say I'm going to pick 56 before we continue. 56 is f prime, and this is on page 379. And we are given f prime of x equals 3e to x, and we are given that f of 0 equals 7/4. We're asked to find the function that fulfills the given conditions, given the above. So we're really asked to find f of x. In other words, what function prime is that? So the constant is 3. What function will I differentiate to get e to the x? Can anyone tell us? Anyone? Which function prime is e to the x?
E to the x.
Perfect. E to the x, and then plus a constant c. This is what is called, yes, go ahead.
Isn't it 3e to the 4x?
Oh, in the book?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, let's finish it like that, and I'll put a 3 to the 4x. I didn't see that. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is the most general antiderivative. In other words, if you differentiate any constant with the function itself, right? This function, if you differentiate it for any constant, you will get this. Now, why is this given to us? Specifically to determine the constant. So we are told that f of 0 equals 7/4. So it means that for f of 0 equals 7/4, that means that when we plug in 0, and I get 3 times e to 0, which is 1, plus a constant c equals 7/4. So then I will subtract 3 and then get c equals 7/4 minus 3. What is the least common denominator here? Anyone? There is only one denominator, so the least common denominator is 4. Yes, and we multiply the top by 4 because it's over 1. So this is 7 minus 12. So that will be negative 5 over 4. So then I go back and rewrite f of x equals 3 e to the x minus 5 divided by 4. And this is the unique function whose derivative is this and complies with the given condition. So there is only one function, which is this. For f prime of x equals what we see in the book e to 4x, this particular example should be later because this is a function composition already. Let's work on it, because that's what it is in the book right this moment. I agree. So again, the same question. So we have f of x. So this is 3, but I cannot write e to 4x plus a constant c. That will not work. How come? Well, when I differentiate this function, I have to get this, and I will not. I will not get that. So this is 3, right? E to 4x times 4. So then, therefore, I have to divide by 4. Now this is correct. One more time, let's differentiate to make sure that this is clear to you. So f prime of x, when I differentiate this, I have 3/4 times e to the 4x, so e to the function, times the inner function prime, which is 4, plus the constant prime, which is 0. So that's how I get back 3 to e to 4x. Now I am still asked to determine the constant. So this is the same problem but a different function. They're completely different. So why am I saying that? Is because you'll see when we get to substitution method for integration. This should not be in here and not at this level. Not in this section. In this chapter, but in a later section. But that's okay. So 3. Good. So again, f of 0 equals 7/4. Again, f of 0 will be 3/4 plus the constant equals 7/4. Can anyone give us the constant? Anyone?
One.
So it's 7/4 minus 3/4, which is 4/4, which is 1, indeed. So then the function is 3/4 e to 4x plus 1. This is it. And this is the only function that complies with the given conditions. This and this. Very good. Any questions? I think we should look at one more word problem. Yes. So let's look at 66 on page 380. The word problem from this section. I have not finished section 4.1. I will not present integration before we look at areas. It makes no sense. Okay. Supply from marginal supply. I think we did this problem. Let me see. Which problem we did last time? This was, okay, we did 62. Okay, this is good. So 66. So Keynes Corporation finds the rate at which seller's quantity supply changes with respect to price is given by the marginal supply function. Okay. S prime of x equals 0.24x squared plus 4x and plus 10. Where x is the price per unit, I take notes. Price per unit. And in dollars, of course. And then find the supply function if it is known that the seller will sell 121 units of the product when the price is $5 per unit. So this is very important information. So we are given the derivative of a function. We're asked to find the function itself. How do we do that? Well, remember the rule. If I want to find the antiderivative of x squared, like in this example, the antiderivative of x squared will be x to the third divided by 3. I increase the power by 1 and divide by that number. Because when I differentiate this prime, I bring 3 in front, it simplifies, and I get back x squared. So 0.24 multiplied by the antiderivative of x squared, which is x to the third divided by 3, plus 4. Can anyone tell us what is the antiderivative of x? A function that we differentiate to get x.
1/4. X to the 1/4.
So when I had power 2, I increased it by 1 and divided by that number. When I have x, yes, go ahead.
Would it be x squared over 2?
Very good. X squared over 2 plus, which function prime is 10?
10x.
Very good. Plus a constant c. Yes, it needs cleaning up. It's not done. But this is the function whose derivative is that. If you differentiate this function, you must get that. So this is the antiderivative of that function. So now I'm going to clean it up and simplify a little bit. So s of x, 0.24 divided by 3. So this will be 0.08, right? 3, yes. So 0.08 x to the third plus 2x squared plus 10x and plus a constant c. And now we are told the supply is 121 when the price is 5. So what does this mean? What does this tell you about the given function? What is given to us?
Y is 121.
Yes. So this is 121 when?
X equals 5.
Exactly. So we are given that S of 5 equals 121. This is exactly what this means. So 121 equals 0.08 times 5 to the third plus 2 times 25 plus 5 times 10, 50 plus a constant c, and I know that this is 125. So from 121 I subtract 0.08 times 125 minus, I subtract, this is 50 plus 50 minus 100. So c equals 11. So the supply function, knowing all the given information, and fulfilling all the given conditions, so the supply function then will be 0.08 x cubed plus 2x squared plus 10x and then plus, anyone?
11.
Very good. This is it. And this is a unique function, not a family of functions. Okay, we will come back with to this section after we explain and go over section 4.2. Because I did not finish section 4.1, but the correct sequence is different. So 4.2. In 4.2, we're talking about basically areas. What areas? What does this mean? What are we trying to do?